Hello, welcome back to Blenderian Rastaman. In this episode, I want to show you the breakdown on how I created this kind of hat, kind of like a squid hat or helmet. It's not really a helmet; it's like a hat. It's a little bit like actually like a Rastaman style. I think it's pretty cool. It's like a mushroom or squid, and with the hair, braided hair. So you might already can guess how I created this. So Suzanne had there is just for an example. So it's a little bit like squid. You can see the inside, and okay, it could be like just half sphere and then with extruded points, right? And that's exactly what it is. So the way I gonna explain it, I started with either icosphere or UV sphere, right? So there are two flavor. um, what I did next was to delete geometry based on the selections. The selection is actually based on the height, of the icosphere. So I'm looking at the position of the vertices of the UV sphere or the icosphere and separate them and then compare this using this less than, so I can control the position of the cut. So this thing itself is looking a little bit like melon bread, but then yeah, the extrusion, how did I did the extrusion is pretty simple. So I did the dual mesh as well. So instead of this having this topology, I just make it dual mesh, and then I extrude the mesh based on this edge neighbors that's less than 2. So it's only selecting the bottom part of the vertices, and then simply extrude the vertices and we get lines. Okay, so it's extruded lines. Yes, at some point it seems to be breaking down because it's I'm using volume to combine everything together. There is also this some randomizations of the line, how long it is. The next thing I did was to oh yeah, I have two parts. What I did with the lines is to convert it into curve and then resample the curve. And after I resample the curve, I select the end position and then just add noise at the bottom part. So the top part doesn't really get noise. The bottom part did get a little bit of noise. So I can actually animate the noise. Yeah, I can control the scale of the noise. Yeah, it's the same drill and this is like really simple idea that you can reuse it and modify it to make it something that's a little bit more interesting. So the rest of them is just extrusion converted back into mesh with this radius circle, and then join them together. The top and the bottom part need to be joined together, but I also have this extrusion a little bit on the face, on the top face. Join all of them and then distribute some points, convert the points to volume. You see, this is how it looks originally, just a bunch of points, convert into volume, convert it back into mesh, set shade smooth, and we get Suzanne Rastaman. Yes man. So this is really crude kind of creations, but I did so I take a screenshot of this, right? It says Suzanne Rastaman style, and then I run this through Stable Diffusion. Okay, AI art, such a big thing in the last few weeks. So Stable Diffusion, you can do image to image diffusions, I guess, and then run this through big data, and then it's gonna do like a kind of like a wave, I think. So image to image, you started with this zero. This is the zero image, right? Very basic, very crude, very raw. And then you give it a prompt and tell it to kind of diffuse it into another artwork, another base from the database. It's not really like exactly like that, but it's kind of doing this in the background. So this is just some of the results. So my prompt is really the goddess monkey with a squid crown, or like a hat or a helmet. I tried all of this. Like I used squid, octopus, and jellyfish. I think jellyfish give the best result, and I have hundreds of results last night because I'm using my older laptop. Apparently my older laptop can do it better and faster. 4 minutes per image. Okay, some of the most, like some modern computer machine with NVIDIA maybe can do it in 4 seconds or less. My computer, my old laptop from 2017 can do this. One image is like 4 minutes for I don't know, 35 samples. So it's doing some AI art magic to create this. This is just some of my favorites. So based on that, based on this, just basic. Actually, this is grayscale. Like if I should actually paint this and colorize it so it's more interesting when Stable Diffusion run through it. It's gonna create a more colorful result. I don't know. Okay, this one is looking really cool actually. Yeah, I did specify monkey, but also specify goddess monkey, and with some random other prompt, and this is what I got. Sometimes it creates a human face with a squid, jellyfish, rasta. I don't know, it's like, it's very alien, like it could be something that in the that's actually appearing in the movie. If you recreate this, if you're doing like a cosplay and designing a costume, I actually really want some of this helmet. I thought this is pretty cool creations. Yeah, this is I have 100 of these. I probably gonna display it in another video. So yeah, basically that's the process. Okay, how I started with just a 0. This is raw, right? It's really raw creations, and it's geometry nodes that created this. You can simply replicate it, but then this result is totally a little bit more random, but it's almost like final. I mean, I could sell this as a t-shirt, but I think, or like an album cover, but I think, yeah, you can develop further on this, but it's just an idea. All right, so hopefully you'll find this useful. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.